Greetings everybody, my name is Tommy the Keyblade Master and welcome to my channel. Now I'm putting this video out a day earlier than usual. I have some stuff coming up on this weekend, so I wouldn't be able to put out a full video. If I see a flash sale going on, I might put up another video commenting on it, but for right now this will probably be the only video this week on the usual topic about what's on the Virtual Console and what sales that I recommend that I've seen this week. Alright, we have 3 new Virtual Console games on the Nintendo platforms. One of them's a 3D remake of Gunstar Heroes for the 3DS. If you haven't played Gunstar Heroes, it's a really fun action game created by the same team that did the original Contra. It's a really fun, explosions everywhere, bullets everywhere type action game for the Sega Genesis. And this new 3D port will actually allow you to tinker some with different modes, I guess. I'm not going to be getting this one for the 3DS. I already own it for the Wii, and I'm happy with my Wii version, but it's definitely worth checking out. The other 2 games I have not played. One of them is called Advance Wars 2. I have played Advance Wars for the Nintendo DS. I can tell you that these games are really hard strategy games, but they're pretty fun. And when I say they're hard, I don't mean like hard as in Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem hard, where it just kind of seems unfair if you lose your best guy in battle, he's gone for good and you can then later get stuck. No, it's just, really hard strategically, because each piece is more like just a regular pawn piece in this one. You don't have to worry about necessarily troops dying and not being able to continue without them, but you really do have to think ahead, and some of the battles are hard, at least on the DS version. I don't know about this one, but I'm going to assume they're all kind of the same difficulty and say this one's a really fun strategy game, but it's really hard. There's also some Genghis Khan game for the Super Nintendo, which I've never played and therefore can't recommend. As far as sales go today, we have a few good Rockstar sales available on the Xbox 360. First is Bully. If you haven't played that, it's basically about a kid who's trying to unite all the factions in this rundown school together to stop the bullying and infighting amongst them and cause a whole bunch of juvenile delinquent trouble himself. It's a pretty fun sandbox game, kind of satirizing a lot of the high school comedies of the 1970s and 80s. It's a pretty fun game. You should check it out. The other game that's available really cheap is Red Dead Redemption. This is basically a Western game, and it's, like I said, set in an interesting period. It's not set like in the 1880s like you expect a lot of the old Westerns, which was the heyday of the Wild West. Rather, it's set in 1914 at the very, very end of the Wild West, and you kind of see how technology is encroaching onto the Wild West in this game, and this last outlaw's out to capture the last of his posse and bring them to justice. It's a pretty good game if you're into Westerns, and I enjoyed it for the most part. There's 1 or 2 small mini games that I didn't enjoy, but for the most part I really enjoyed this game. Definitely worth picking up for the price that Rockstar is asking for it now on the Xbox 360. Anyways, that's all for right now. If you have any comments on this video, feel free to leave them down below. This is Tommy the Keyblade Master signing out.